The first half was definitely different because of this pandemic situation, but still I would say that was amazing. At least that was way better than we have thought about, right? Hello lovely people, this is Siddiq from Mission Canada. So today I'm here with the update of the first half of 2020. Like how did the overall immigration process go, especially the Express Entry program, the PNP program, and also some part of the CEC, I mean the Canadian Experience class, because like PNP and CEC were the most popular stream since the COVID-19 has started, at least to show the immigration process haven't stopped completely, right? So I'm just going to give you all the updates starting from January 2020 till June the 30th, as it was published in www.canada.ca. So stay tuned till last of the video. Let's see how it was look like. And not only that, I will try to also give my personal opinion or my personal observation for the rest half of this year, how it may go, which I found out of the last year result, this year result, and also the different news portals related to immigration process system in Canada. The first half was definitely different because of this pandemic situation, but still I would say that was amazing. At least that was way better than we have thought about, right? There were 5 regular draws before the pandemic began. Then it was a little bit up and down, and mostly it was of CEC and PNP draws. So let me give you statistics how it was. Currently there were 2 draws in every 2 weeks. One is to be the PNP and another is of Canadian Experience class. So if you just look towards the diagram, you can see the ups and downs of the numbers, but you need to understand the numbers who all are of 400 ranges, those are of CEC classes, and the numbers who all are of 600 to 700 marks, those are of the PNP classes. Because for the PNPs, you can understand those gives you a straight way 600 additional points apart from your regular points in your CRS scale. Despite of the pandemic situation, one thing was significantly noticeable. Like during the first half of 2019, there was only 12 draws, but the first half of 2020, IRCC came up with 21 draws. Okay, so you can understand like it was going crazy as of now, and personally I'm quite optimistic that it will go even better in the rest second half. Many of you have asked in our Facebook group and our YouTube channel why this year they have been focusing more to CEC, that means Canadian Experience class. See, this is very easily understandable, and they have also declared in their website, like as during the pandemic situation there were so many traveling restrictions coming from other countries to Canada, or even going out Canada to some other country, right? So it is the wisest decision they have ever made, I would say, like to make the people who are already in Canada as a peer, right, as a permanent resident, because there are so many people living in Canada as a student, as a worker, but they haven't had the chance yet to become a peer. That's why this was high time, and this was the rightmost time, I would say, to make them a permanent resident. PNP programs, means provincial nominee programs, were observed acting so actively in the first half of 2020, and we are going to give you the statistics by the province so that you know which province were doing what, and if any of them are your favorite, please do not hesitate to go forward. And for most of the active PNPs, we have the video and we have the news updates on our channel, so you must check those out. We are beginning with all-time favorite my personal favorite, Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program, SINP. Saskatchewan had total 6 draws with 2,221 invitations so far. The province was allowing some flexibility for nominees and applicants who were unable to submit completed applications or whose circumstances had changed due to COVID-19. In this diagram, you can see the draws and also you can see the cutoff score for each draw. Now, if you want to know more about SINP, how to apply, how they work, how the point system is being calculated, how to submit the UI, please do not forget to go to our channel and check these particular videos. Hopefully, if you are following all those videos, you must be able to process your application by yourself without the help of any sort of agents or consultant. Alberta PNP, that means AINP, has held total 11 draws in this first half of the year, and they have invited total 1,746 applicants. You can check this diagram to know about the summary of their all the 11 invitations so far. And if that makes you interested, please check out this video to know more about AINP process, and you can just go from there. Manitoba PNP is all-time favorite for the people who have friends or relatives living in Manitoba province, because that make their life easier to get a call from Manitoba authority. And for them, this time they had total 13 draws so far for the half of the year with 2,335 NOIs, that means notice of interest. And in each draw, several express entry candidates were being called. This is the diagram. You can have a look at to know the summary. And whoever of you wants to know more about MPNP, Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, these are the videos. Ontario had 9 draws so far with 4,482 invitations. British Columbia continues to hold draws weekly, though a few draws were influenced by business closure, resulting in some NOCs being left out of draws. Candidates were being invited both the express entry and skilled immigrant categories. For the 127 candidates were invited in total, 25 draws so far. PIPNP, Prince Edward Island PNP. Many of you are dreaming about this. Yes, I'm saying you are just dreaming, because without having a proper job offer from any of the PA employers, probably next to impossible, you are not going to make it happen. But still, I like to give the updates what they did and how they did so far. Prince Edward Island usually follows a preset schedule for its PNP draws. However, due to COVID-19, draws were rescheduled in March, April, May and June. The draws have been held so far for targeted express entry candidates who worked in essential services such as healthcare and trucking. PNP has held 9 draws that invited 414 candidates so far. However, still, if you want to know more about PNP, we have the videos in our channel. Please check this out. Nova Scotia has held 2 labor market priority draws. First one inviting express entry candidates who could provide French and English proficiency among other eligibility criteria. The second one was for candidates who had work experience in nursing. Now, many of you might have this question, and I have faced probably 1,000 times in our channel or our Facebook group, that how it may look like for rest of the year. Honestly speaking, by seeing the performance of the first half, even considering this pandemic situation, the performance they have shown so far, it was amazing. It was outstanding, and I cannot think anything else but just going better in terms of inviting more candidates, in terms of inviting more draws and opening up more programs. Okay, even Mr. Marco, the immigration minister, he has indicated, like, to overcome the fall in the economy of Canada, probably immigration or inviting more international students is the one of the most effective way, right? So for sure they're working on it, and for you guys whoever are interested for coming to Canada as an immigrant or international student, I would say this is the right most time. Please do not sit back, do not sit idle, just go with your full enthusiasm, and if you need any help from us, do not feel hesitate to leave your questions in our YouTube channel or our Facebook group. And if any of you want to talk to me or discuss with me in details, or if you need one-to-one assistance, you can go to my blog and you can book my appointment. I will try to help as best as I can, but again, I'm not a typical consultant, right? So you can just book my time if you need to. Otherwise, just asking in our YouTube channel or in our Facebook group should be sufficient enough for you. Okay, thank you my friends for watching the videos. I would request to share with your family and friends, and if you're coming to Canada, definitely I would like to meet you, maybe in a Tim Horton with a small cup of tea or coffee, right? Thank you. See you someday in Canada if you're coming. Bye bye.